Alright, what are we talking about again?
About rental
Investment.
back in.
I thought it was Labor Day. We were celebrating. We had to talk.
Uh,
Anyway, that was a joke, guys.
Yeah.
oh,
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Thomas with Keys Yard at Home, and I want to introduce my friends to you guys. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Peter, Sun Insurance.
Shadrach.
Shadrach, welcome. This channel is coming soon, guys, so stay tuned for that. So today's topic I want to talk about is for the people in the diaspora here who wants to invest back home. Last video we talked about people coming here. So this video, like, if you're here, what is a good investment back home? You know, if you can weigh your opinion based on your experience, what you have heard, what you have seen, and maybe share with the community.
I think the most important thing that according to my views,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about rentals.
Rentals.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
rentals is taking a lot of market back home, and I've seen through my experience
Mm-hmm.
from my friends that they are here in the diaspora.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have a lot of rentals back home in Africa, and the rentals they don't require a lot of management.
Right.
It's not something like farming. You have to be over there,
Mm-hmm.
but the rentals you have to be over here. While maybe your rentals is doing a lot of business back home.
Mm-hmm. It's electronically controlled.
Yeah, it's electronic
Mm-hmm.
controlled. So I
Um.
think rentals is number one according
Okay.
to my viewers.
Do you think that's based because of the prices of land, or what? Why do you think rental is doing so well?
I think it's best with your land.
The price of land.
Yeah, the price of land,
Mm-hmm.
and like now like back home everything is crowded. There's no land,
Mm-hmm.
so it's you have to utilize
What you have.
the small you have.
Yeah.
So in order to make some apartments,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you can get a living from there.
Okay.
That's according to my
Yeah.
views.
Okay.
To add on that, I can uh, agree. I agree to that 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And recently, I was at home.
Mm.
I did a few drivings, different cities, and I was looking at the buildings.
Yeah.
Most of the buildings actually are residential areas like apartments, and especially around Kericho area, Nakuru,
Mm-hmm.
Nairobi, of course, Kisii, Nyamira, and I can agree that most of the people they have an opportunity to invest, especially if you live here. You go buy land, organize
Yeah.
the construction, and the good thing when they are ready for moving, you have the market ready because the
Right.
demand is very
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 high.
high if it is in an urban area.
Mm-hmm.
And commenting on management,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't really require a lot of management these days. People have become so smart.
Yeah.
They uh, they use leasing companies or
A B
Agents,
and L.
what do you call it?
like a leasing agent.
They use the leasing agents to for management.
Mm-hmm.
So you go and sign a contract, sign of agreement.
Mm-hmm.
They manage the premises for you.
Okay.
They go and look for tenants. If you have like 15 tenants,
Yeah.
they you give them the keys, you give them authority,
Mm-hmm.
you empower them to do,
What
and
needs
then
to
in
be done?
return you give them a commission.
Okay.
So while you are here, the only thing you give them is your account number.
And you check at the end of the month.
Then at the end of the month you check the money. Of course, you
Mm-hmm.
might be having somebody on the ground
Right.
who like a caretaker
Mm-hmm.
who goes there, to just to check like those 15 units,
Occupied.
are they occupied?
Right.
Because they might tell you, people have gotten smart these days.
Mm-hmm.
For to control the risk management,
Mm-hmm.
you have to make sure that every house has a tenant.
Mm-hmm.
So physically, somebody has to go there and check for you.
Right. Can I have a
Or if you are
family?
smart, you put like CC cameras
Mm-hmm.
and which can,
Right.
it's a big brother.
Yeah.
They monitor for you.
Okay.
And then because they might tell you that we have we don't have
Vacant.
we only have 12 tenants,
Mm-hmm.
but they have 15.
Right.
This year somebody moved out and we haven't got somebody, so you kind of have to control that kind of risk management. You don't want and lose.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the business I wanted to comment,
Okay.
which is very
Wow.
good.
So if you, so basically, if you have extra money, buy land. If you can't afford to build, just buy land, let it sit, and when you're ready, put a residential.
Yeah, just go fence it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, put a fence so that to show like these are demarcations. Don't just
Right.
leave it there for years.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might interfere with it.
Right. Land grabbers. Do they call them land
Yeah,
grabbers?
yeah. Even a building, if you leave for too long, somebody might come and
Mm-hmm. Claim it.
go in there, go there. So I think it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But on top of that, the business I was also thinking, which I was discussing with some of my friends when I was home last time, is the business for buying maize.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, one motorito. I don't know how you call motorito.
Is that the bag?
Yeah, that small container.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I was at Kebirigo. I did a video on Kebirigo, and I talked to some of my friends, and I did talk to people at the market.
Mm-hmm.
They said one was almost 200. Was it 220?
220.
Shillings.
220 shillings.
Mm-hmm.
That is a small thing.
Yeah.
And there was a time when that the same motorino was being sold at 100 shillings.
Wow.
So, and right now, I talked to somebody when I was here. He
Mm-hmm.
said it's 150 now.
Okay.
So it's
It's
dropping
coming
down.
down.
So that's another opportunity. If you are here,
Mm-hmm.
you have some money, and you have somebody on the ground, they can go somewhere like in Kitare,
Mm-hmm.
and you buy
Mace.
a lot of maize.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it somewhere. If you have a storage somewhere, keep it for some time.
Right. Until the time.
Yeah, 3 months, 4 months, and do your research and
Mm-hmm.
think when is a good time to put them out there on the market.
Yeah, I heard
And then,
something like that. Like I'm buying from neighboring country for cheap, like Tanzania. You can get it cheaper than just ship it
yeah,
right to Kenya.
yeah. So I don't know as far as licensing goes. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how you do across the border,
You
but it's
can.
something you can find out. If
Yeah.
it's illegal,
Yeah.
something you do legally.
Now
Mm-hmm.
you can drive in and drive out.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's a
That's what
lot of
the
people do.
government agreed.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
business.
Free
And
movement.
I don't know. Somebody was telling me the kind of bags, the sacks they have they're the ones which
Yeah, they have a special bag today
Mm-hmm.
where you don't need anything.
like
You
medicine comes
just
in there.
you don't put no medicine or nothing.
Mm.
You just sew them inside.
So the small insects cannot come
Yeah,
and
they can't go in,
interfere with
Oh,
them.
okay.
and they keep the temperature inside good.
The
And
chimbongi,
moisture.
Yeah,
chimbongi, yeah, they're
Yeah.
called the
so the
chimbongi.
moisture stays inside there for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
so they don't go bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes,
wow.
yeah,
That's a business.
that's a
I've
business
heard
I have.
about it, but like I never actually like put thoughts into it,
Yeah,
like
because if you
selling
get that
maize.
one and get that money in secondary schools,
Yeah.
boarding schools, you can go and they give you a tender to supply.
Yeah.
So if you have maize
Yeah.
and you have beans,
Yeah.
they go to
Rice.
rice. They go together.
Yeah.
So you can take them to school
And you'll
and
be
they
the
trade
only
them.
supplier
Yeah,
for
be a
that.
supplier.
So
Okay.
that is the diaspora. If you live in the Madison area,
So it's
if
anyway in
you
the
live in
US or
let me call it
In the
US,
U.S.,
yeah.
and you wanted to do those are just some business ideas you can do
Mm-hmm.
back home. And coming to construction,
Yep.
if you have money,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really
Yeah.
like investing in vehicles
Yeah.
because they break down. But
But get if
if you identify a niche,
Yeah.
Like you supply like sand
Yeah.
and building materials like hardcore stones
Mm-hmm.
and concrete, cocoto.
Mm-hmm.
And you find you partner with these people who are construct doing construction
Contractors.
contractors,
Yeah.
and they give you a tender.
Mm-hmm.
I know one of the guys who is doing very well is supplying
Those
sand.
material.
They have a tipper,
Yeah.
you know that vehicle, you know it.
Yeah. Dump truck.
Yeah, the dump. Yeah, the dump truck here to call them.
Mm-hmm.
And you go there, you don't waste time. You go load,
Right. Press
and
a
you go and
button.
just drop, load and drop. So
Yeah.
that's one of the business you
Mm-hmm.
can, but you got to have the right guys to
To
trust, like your
trust.
driver
Yeah.
and the management, whoever is putting orders,
Mm-hmm.
and then have good clients.
Mm-hmm.
That's another business, guys, you can do back home.
And
Yeah.
another business I was thinking about is getting an Uber,
Okay.
getting people from the airport.
Ah.
That's another good
Yeah.
business.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yes.
How is that work? Because when I go into Canada, I feel like there's a lot of them.
So he goes to Kenya most of the time
Mm-hmm.
and he uses them. So he
Mm-hmm.
can give us more explanation
Yeah,
how
Yeah.
it works.
it's actually
It's like it's over
it's
with the
actually
taxi.
it's like kind of um,
Taxi.
it's like a minibus.
Yeah.
I don't know the right name to call them, but it's a kind of a van
Mm-hmm.
whereby if you are arriving at the airport,
Mm-hmm.
you have luggage like 6 bags, 7 bags in a family.
Mm-hmm.
You before you start, you give them your airline information.
Yeah.
They know when you're gonna arrive, so that they make sure they are there.
Right.
When you check out, you come there, and then if you want to go home straight,
Mm-hmm.
Kisi,
Yeah.
you agree on a price, and they come and pick you up, take you there,
Mm-hmm.
drop you at your home, and go to the next client. Or
Ah.
they can take you from there at agreed price. They take you to Westerns.
Mm-hmm.
They take you to Ngong.
Pretty much
They
anywhere
are,
you wanna go.
yeah, depending. But the good thing is like they make money out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So if they are in Nairobi, they have come to pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
They organize from Kisi. They come to Nairobi. They bring somebody else.
Yeah.
They know how to advertise their business in social
Ah.
media or something
Wow.
like that. So for those people who are in diaspora here, you can invest in those vehicles and identify somebody there. You
Mm-hmm.
pay every month. They
Right,
can
to
kind
do
of
that.
manage the business. The business is yours. They can manage it, and then at the end of the day, you pay the driver.
Mm-hmm.
You take out the fuel
Yeah.
and everything, and then the rest of the money is put in your bank
No
account.
count.
That's the way it works.
Wow. Another business that I was thinking since we're talking about vehicles is a safari business. If you're in the diaspora, if there's a way, let's say if you have one of those Land Cruisers, safari Land Cruisers, and if you can have one back home and talk to the camps, like you get a price cut somewhere in there, because you have a lot of connections here. So like you can take a groups there, like you organize it. So like of the winter months, if you, let's say you work seasonal, you can be doing that. You just have a driver, you pay them per trip. They take them there to the resort at the end of the 5 days or however long is the vacation, and you get commission that way.
Yeah, actually, like
Because a lot of,
say like the Masai Mara,
yeah,
you can get those big these
Land
are Land
Cruiser,
Rovers, Land
Land
Cruisers. Yes,
Cruisers, yeah.
I saw a lot of them when I was
In fact,
traveling from home to
mm-hmm.
Nairobi. They take a lot of people to Masai Mara.
Oh yeah.
And when I tried to ask the same guy I was telling you who does taxi from the airport,
Mm-hmm.
taking people to various places, and he said you have to buy a very, very good that Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
And then when you do that, you can approach these safari
Company.
companies,
Yeah.
and then they can give you a contract.
Yeah. To drive.
Yeah, give them a very nice driver, and then they get jobs for a lot of people, a lot of tourists come.
Mm-hmm.
When they come, they would give you the job, like you are their driver.
Yeah.
You take them
Until
there
they go to the airport.
until they go to the airport.
Yeah.
So you
Which
get
is
that kind of job.
it's really smart because
Yeah.
you also building relationship with those people.
Yes.
Like you're not switching different drivers, and
Yes.
that's really smart for those companies.
So those
Yeah.
are the things we need to do some research
Yeah,
and know how they work.
that one
And
I'm sure it will work.
really in the diaspora, they are very hard working people who are viewing the diaspora. They
Yeah,
work very hard to get that money,
and
but
invest it.
they haven't identified some of the business back home.
Mm-hmm.
We need to invest in our country
Right.
because we need to promote the economy,
Mm-hmm.
the economy of our country.
Yeah.
And if you can't invest there,
Then
then nobody's gonna be.
nobody's
It's like your
benefiting.
house.
Yeah.
If you can't buy furniture
Right.
in your own house, nobody's gonna be buying furniture in your house. The same way, we have to invest in our
Yeah.
country.
Because you building like employment also, you know?
Right.
So like that's important. Like if you're here just working, saving, putting your money in the bank, then you go back and retire. Like what good have you done to your country or your community, you know?
Yes.
You haven't created jobs or anything.
All right.
So but any other
Yeah, I think pretty
you
much.
have?
Unless you have something.
I think that's what I
Yeah.
had for now.
But I
Do you have
think
anything?
people out there like this is like also like a way to support the country but by supporting us, sharing the video, commenting,
Yes.
we opening doors for others. And
Yeah, if you are a subscriber and you have a big group in WhatsApp,
yeah,
uh, you know just support us and share it with somebody. They might know something they haven't. And
yeah,
really, this is the only platform we have to kind of air our views and tell people who do not know
right.
what kind of business opportunities they have to
Mm-hmm.
do back at home.
Right.
And there you go.
Yeah, or if they're
Spread the word.
traveling, kind of prepare them like, okay,
Yes.
based on our experience when we got here to now, how you
Mm.
might want to prepare.
Yes,
But
of course.
anyways, any last words before we close this video?
Uh, that's pretty
That's
much
it.
about it. Other than that, supporting.
Yeah,
And if want to, you have an opportunity and you want to do something, look at the video and judge by yourself.
mm-hmm.
And we have the information for you guys.
Yeah, so yeah, that's all we got for you. Thanks again for watching, and hope to see you in the very near future. Bye bye.
Thank you, guys.